Hello, my name is Maria Caldera, and I am here to discuss with you what I decided to do my treatment group sessions on. My treatment group is intended for non English speaking parents whose child has been diagnosed with autism. So, when a child is diagnosed, the parents need time to process, understand, and educate themselves on how to help their children. This treatment support group program main goal is to help parents um, better cope with the emotional distress that they're feeling as their child has recently been diagnosed with this disorder. The program is intended for those parents that are struggling, and but the purpose of the program is to empower, find strength, and guide and help the parents navigate the healthcare system. So, meaning to help them understand how their child is able to obtain the services that they are needing. So, definition of autism, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, autism is a developmental disability that can cause significant social, communication, and behavioral challenges. So, parents of children with autism are faced with unique challenges that only other parents with children with autism understand. So, you may, as a parent, have the best support with your family and friends, but unless you know another parent whose child has the same disorder, unless you're going through the same thing, uh, you're not able to understand exactly what a parent with who has a child with special needs is going through. The purpose of the program is for these parents to be able to share their experiences with each other. Okay, so the purpose of the program for parents is to empower, to find strength, alleviate some emotional distress, help them cope with everything that they're feeling. They're feeling isolated, they're feeling anxious, they're feeling depressed, they're feeling guilty because when you are given the diagnosis about your child, you could go back into your pregnancy, you go back into what did I do wrong? Even though there's nothing that has been scientifically proven of what causes autism, as a parent, you're gonna feel like you're the reason why this happened to your child. And so parents are going through all these emotions, and so this can be hard on their mental state, emotional state. So the social worker facilitating the program is going to guide them and then help them navigate the system and help them understand how it works and how they're able to be able to obtain these services or get these services for their child. So it's already hard enough to be a parent, and then add to that they have been diagnosed with as um, with autism or is a special needs child. Um, and then you add that there's a language barrier. And so that is just stress on top of stress on top of stress. So I would definitely the person facilitating the program, the treatment group would be a culturally competent social worker. Um, and so the purpose of the treatment group is for parents to find to be able to express themselves, and then the social worker, the licensed clinical social worker, will be able to help them in how to improve their mental state. But also through the treatment group, they will find support from other parents that are dealing with the same things. So again, parents are going to be able to feel more empowered to deal with their child's diagnosis and their own emotions. And within the group, they're going to be able to share experiences and create relationships with other parents. Okay, for the parents, the parents that are able to qualify for this program, they have to be non-English speaking parents. Um, they have to have been going through an emotional distress. Um, and I think that that's pretty obvious when your child is diagnosed with an issue, then it's automatic that a person's going to feel very vulnerable, very anxious, depressed. Hispanic parents who would like to feel more empowered and competent in their parenting skills while dealing with their special needs child. The topics that are gonna um, the topics that will be discussed is emotional distress, uh, again, anxiety, depression, stress, and we're also going to discuss resiliency. So, how to come out stronger from the situation, how to turn it into a positive. Also, resources will be given to the parents. They will be guided or be referred to services within the community, and then also they will be educated on how um, best are able to cover these services for their child. In the first session, we're gonna introduce a program. We're gonna discuss the intention of the program, um, the requirements for the program, the rules, and that confidentiality is going to be a big thing. Consent forms are going to be signed. If they agree with everything that has been said, they will have to sign a consent form, committing themselves to the program, and then committing themselves to the rules that the rules that have been given to them for them to be able to participate. Surveys will be given out so that, and then a set of questions will be on the survey. And so this is for the facilitator to be able to get to know the parents better. And so she's going to be able to be prepared at every session to be able to discuss things with these parents, because each family has a different need, and so she'll be able to familiarize herself with the individuals and participants. The middle session, it's gonna we're gonna go into like how to take care of yourselves, how to coping strategies, how to deal with the stress that you're feeling. And then there's gonna be activities that is not only gonna deal with the child that is special needs, but as we're gonna discuss like how to deal with this as a family, because truly when there is a special needs child in the family, it not only affects the parents, it's not only about the child, it affects the siblings within the family, so it affects the whole family unit. So we're going to focus a lot not only on them as individuals, but also on like the family unit, because at the end of the day the child needs support from those that love them the most, and that's going to be the parents and the siblings. Those are the ones that are always going to be there to support them. Okay, termination session, there will be a graduation, and so there's going to be a celebration, and so those that will graduate are the ones that were able to attend the most of the meetings. They are only able to miss two the sessions. There will be a celebration. Within the celebration, there's going to be time to mingle and make sure that the participants exchange contact information, and so that after they leave the treatment, that they can have this contact information of other parents, so that the support will continue even after the session. So there's an evaluation will be passed out so that the facilitator knows how to improve the program for next time. And so also as a gift for their graduation, the facilitator will be able to give them kits. And this is like a helpful tips booklet with maybe most of the information that they need as parents. It looks like a list of resources, a list of helpful tips, coping strategies, just a list of basically summarizing everything that they've learned in the treatment session. So when it comes to dealing with challenges when it comes to living in a rural community. Um, you know, the facilitator will make sure that there's transportation from the for those that don't have a vehicle or that live too far away. The the facilitator will make sure that they have gas cards or that somebody is able to pick them up from their home and take them to the center where the treatment sessions will be taking place. Childcare is going to be a big thing. There will be someone that is able to watch the children while the parents are in the sessions. Um, and then again, as a parent that has a special needs child, sometimes you do feel isolated. You feel like no one that understands you, what you're going through, and you can almost like you close yourself off from other people, other friends, because there it, you, the state that you're in is so overwhelming that you don't want to put that burden on other people. And so with this, um, and so living in a rural community, that's even worse because you're almost isolated from the services that can help with this. But through the program, you're going to be able to meet other individuals who are going through the same experiences, and so the parents don't feel as isolated, and then they will be able to um, get their phone and call this friend that they met through the sessions. So maybe in a rural community, there might not be the services, the resources, but the facilitator will make sure to bring the experts in, and there's going to be guest speakers and the resources to them instead of the parents having to go out and try to research on their own. At least the facilitator will be able to bring awareness or education on the resources that the parents need, the major resources. Okay, so there will be evaluation there. Pre and post surveys will be conducted, and a questionnaire about the services rendered will be collected, and then qualitative data will be collected. So there will be parent interviews, and so there the facilitator will have an idea of what she can do for next time. And those are my references. Thank you.